This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Our top story, more eye-opening testimony in the shooting death of a 73-year-old Punta Gorda woman. The chief of the Punta Gorda Police Department is on trial, facing charges of culpable negligence.
Today, more witnesses were called to the stand, including a former captain who was responsible for handling those simulation firearms and ammunition. ABC7's Christopher Brantley has more on what he said under oath.
Good evening. Today we learned a lot of new information from former Captain Jeffrey Woodard. Woodard was tasked with sorting out the simulation firearms and ammunition for the shoot-don't-shoot scenario. He did not, however, provide Officer Lee Cole with a simulation firearm. Instead, he believed Cole was to be using a blanks gun, a firearm that would make a loud noise but not fire a projectile. As it turns out, the firearm Cole had was loaded with real bullets. Woodard did check the other simulation firearms to ensure they were not loaded with real bullets, but he never checked Cole's.
My understanding was that he was using his blanks gun. I didn't see how it was secured, but I saw it in his waistband.
That's another critical point here. The firearm that would later kill Mary Knowlton was secured in Cole's waistband. That is a direct violation of department policy. And that only helps the prosecution's argument that the shooting happened as a result of a lack of department policy. In Punta Gorda, Christopher Brantley, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Tonight, we have a verdict in a murder trial we have been closely following in Manatee County. Today, a jury found Richard Williams of Bradenton guilty of second-degree murder for the death of a 17-month-old boy. Williams's girlfriend, Courtney Pollard, left her son in his care in 2015. Prosecutors say the boy died as the result of blunt force trauma to his head. During the trial, Williams testified that he never hit the boy. When sentenced, William could face up to life in prison.
Sarasota Police Department celebrating a big accomplishment tonight, regaining state accreditation. Chief Bernadette Tapino says she had a tough decision to make 3 years ago when she realized the department she had recently inherited probably would not pass all 238 state standards. The department has since hired a full-time accreditation officer, and the chief says it feels good to once again have a certificate to hang on the first floor. But she says their work does not stop here.
Keep our policies up to date. Cheryl is in close contact with the accreditation boards and knows the standards. So if there's any changes that they make in the rules, then we will change our policies and make sure our officers are trained in those policies and updated on the policies. And then 3 years from now, we'll go through this whole process again.
After today's press conference, the chief put an accreditation sticker on one of the police cruisers. Of the 400 law enforcement agencies in the state, SPD's compliance officer says only about half have accreditation.
Now may be a good time to take that summer road trip. The summer travel season is here, and gas prices are at a 12-year low, with prices declining over the past 22 days. Some drivers in the Sunshine State are paying below $2 a gallon. Right now, the average price for a gallon of gas in the Bradenton, Sarasota area is $2.17. The lowest prices are in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area. So this is perfect in time for July 4th. In case you're traveling, You'll have cheaper gas.
And one of our reporters mentioned that she saw in Manatee County $1.98 a gallon.
Below $2.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's find out what's happening in our weather tonight. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is here with more. Pretty dry on the coast, Bob.
Yeah, I had a chance to get out there and cut the lawn this morning. I don't think it's going to be that good as far as the lawn mowing goes over the weekend as a result of more storms coming back into weather play. So you got to get it done early, it looks like, as showers and storms will start to break out near the coast. You can see the activity today, as expected, well inland, pushing off toward the east. However, the outflow boundaries from these storms creating some showers right now near Venice, stretching southward into near Englewood, and right around just to the west of Port Charlotte, out into Charlotte Harbor. There's another outflow boundary that came from this cell, and it's starting to kick up some showers and a few storms now in East Manatee County. Near the beaches, though, all quiet from Anna Maria southward down into Englewood Beach at this hour, although Englewood, some showers nearby, and then some heavier weather located well inland right there into Highlands County. Currently at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport, we have sunshine and 89 degrees. It's actually warmed up a degree or two. The dew point temperature at 73 makes it feel like 97 out there. And winds out of the west-northwest at 15. A better chance for showers and storms near the coast tomorrow along the sea breeze front. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. There are reports tonight of major cyber attacks on several businesses across the world, including the second largest drug maker in the U.S., Merck, and worldwide shipping giant Maersk. In total, more than 80 companies are said to have been affected by this massive cyber attack. Hackers targeting the National Bank of Ukraine, airports, and even the Russian-owned gas and oil company Rosneft. This appears to be a ransomware attack, blocking people's data, asking for a ransom of 300 Bitcoin to get access to them again. The attack is very similar to the WannaCry virus, which had such devastating consequences about 1 month ago.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern is joining us now. And Richard, far from a terrific Tuesday on Wall Street.
Haley, it's almost a terrible Tuesday. I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm sure the cyber attack you just talked about didn't help at all. Tech stocks were down a whole bunch, and that's probably part of the reason. And the fact that the health care bill at least has been postponed until after the 4th of July. Put those all together, you've got a down day. The Dow's been down 5 out of the last 6 days, and today's finish, the worst we've seen in 5 weeks. So let's take a look at Tuesday. Terrific it was not. There you see a loss for the Dow of almost 99 points, not quite 0.5%, and that's the best record of the day, 21,310.66, that on volume 811 million shares. The biggest loser? Guess what? NASDAQ's been leading the way up. Today it led the way down 1.6%, more than 100 points at 6,146.62. That on volume of 1,922 million shares. And of course the S&P down as well, down 0.8%, not quite 20 points at 2,419.38. Well, I often say it's a market of stocks and not a stock market. We saw it today with Orlando-based nothing gets better than Darden Restaurants. The company owns, among others, Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, Capitol Grill, and Seasons 52. The company announced a 12.5% increase in its dividend and said that its quarterly earnings came in well ahead of expectations. Seasons 52 was the biggest disappointment, along with Capitol Grill. The star of the show, Olive Garden. Same-store sales up by more than 4%. And that's 11 consecutive quarters in which Olive Garden has shown an improvement in same-store sales. So I guess pasta is selling these days for sure.
They love those breadsticks, too.
Oh, the breadsticks, yeah.
And still some more news tonight, Richard, on Amazon.
Yeah, we've been following it on the way up, so now we get to follow it on the way down. Just a few days ago, it was $1,000 a share, down $17 today at $977. So it goes up. Unfortunately, it also goes the other way.
All right, Richard, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Still to come tonight in your Suncoast News, the rainy season isn't quite enough. What investigators believe ignited a wildfire that's causing headaches in South Florida.
And ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast. Plus, go ahead and wear your heart on your sleeve. Why it may be good for you to be emotional in Health Smart.
The ABC7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
One of the country's top fashion designers now creates prints and clothes right here on the Suncoast. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, Sigrid Olsen joins us to share her art and her life inspirations, plus details about her new collections and projects. Then we'll celebrate Wine Day with samples of different varietals, plus Suncoast for sale and Hitched and Honey in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Keep up with your investments and market trends by watching the ABC7 Stock Report. Get a recap of all the day's stock market activity. Be sure to watch your Suncoast News at 6 for the ABC7 Stock Report, sponsored by Sunset Cadillac.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
A wildfire is causing some problems in South Florida.
Smoke from the 2,000-acre fire caused state troopers to close a portion of Interstate 95 earlier today. It's now back open. But a lightning strike is blamed for igniting this fire yesterday. At this time, no homes or businesses are threatened, and firefighters are allowing the fire to just burn itself out. Coastal areas on the east coast of Florida have remained dry in recent weeks compared to inland areas of the state.
Yeah,
kind of what we're seeing right now, Bob.
Yeah, but I just checked also the Keats-Bryan index, and it's still very low across the entire peninsula. Even near the coast, it's not too terribly bad there. So that's good news. They can get that under control quicker than they normally would if there was dry. Absolutely. Yeah. And we have had some showers inland lately over the past couple of days, but that is going to be changing here a little bit. We are going to see that change down the road, and it looks as though the Titan radar picture showing some activity now blowing up along the sea breeze front and also inland. Now, the outflow from these showers and storms that are inland going to create a little coastal action, I think, later on this evening. All of it should be over by midnight, but the heaviest weather by far right there in the northeast corner, same as it was yesterday. Combination of the bay breeze, the Gulf breeze, and just the fact a little bit more convergence setting up right there, causing the heavier rainfall to break out. There is a little outflow boundary that's stretching out from that. We're already starting to see some shower activity developing east of Lakewood Ranch and off into the Atlantic there, I should say the Gulf of Mexico. We had heavy rain again today over the northeastern corner of Manatee County. Now, currently at the airport, we have 89 degrees. The dew point is fairly high at 73. With the heat index, it makes it feel much warmer at 97 degrees. Winds out of the west-northwest at 15, and the pressure now 2997. Temperatures across the state. Well, it's been raining up near Jacksonville, 78 degrees there. Orlando's had some cooling showers as well, 73, nice. 91, though, in Key West, 82 in Miami, and temperatures in the upper 80s right near the coast. The water temperature now at 89 degrees, about as hot as it gets, pretty close to it. 87 in Northport now, 85 at Mayaca City. Sebring, though, look at that, cooling down into the 70s. Avon Park, Lake Placid, 77 now, and Punta Gorda at 87 degrees. The RPM forecast model does show a little bit more action. You can see that quite clearly. Then fading away tonight. Then tomorrow, the showers and storms will be back. We'll have more of a southeast to easterly wind component as high pressure builds in just to the east of the state. That will allow that sea breeze to get going. Then you'll notice the showers kind of all work back toward the west coast later on in the evening. So that is a sign and a signal that, yes, we're going to get back to those afternoon and evening storms near the area beaches. A lot of people will be out there enjoying the nice beach weather. So keep that in mind over the upcoming days, especially as we push toward the weekend. There are going to be more storms in the afternoon and evening. Well, the tropical update, not too active now in the Western Caribbean, but again, we're continuing to watch what's going on with Dora. It is weakening. It's down to a tropical storm now. Top winds are at 65 miles an hour. We're keeping pace, though, with the Pacific storm season, which begins in May. Ours begins in June, and we're already to the D storm, and the next D storm would be Don if it were to develop. And there's a chance, very small, that something may pop up off the coast of Africa. Really a little too early for this, but one of the models indicating that we may see something spin up out there in the next 5 days. It's a long way off. Temperatures right now in the upper 60s to low 70s over the northeast and throughout the Great Lakes, so pretty comfortable weather there. 91 in Dallas, 92 in Denver, and 107 in Phoenix. We're having a cool wave there in Phoenix after last week's record heat. Now, the front itself is all the way down into Tennessee. That's about the extent of that cold front, so things are going to stay cool across the Great Lakes, at least for the next 24 hours. And then old frontal boundary will fade away over north central Florida, and we'll see a return to that east to southeasterly wind here. For boaters tomorrow, a little bit of a sea breeze developing in the afternoon. Check down the boating forecast all the way through the weekend. Looks to be pretty good. We'll see a light chop and smooth conditions actually on Sunday. I know that some of the boaters want a little bit of a chop out there to go wave to wave, but may not get it. Water temperature now at 89 degrees, and the beaches will see a high of 88. And the forecast for tides upcoming, low tide will be at 11:26, sunset at 8:29. Tonight, partly cloudy, a 20% chance for a few storms making it back toward the coast, 76 for your low. And then tomorrow, a better chance for those afternoon storms to get closer to the coast, a 90-degree high. That's typical for this time of year. And the extended forecast does call for chances for showers and storms forecast through the weekend and up until 4th of July. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. The Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now, we're seeing traffic backed up on US 41. It's the southbound lanes right near Fruitville Road and downtown Sarasota. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, a look at how your emotions affect your health in a new study in the journal Emotion. People who experienced the widest range of positive emotions had the lowest levels of inflammation throughout their bodies. Lower inflammation may translate to a reduced risk of many diseases, including diabetes and heart disease. Researchers say having a range of varying emotions may improve your health by preventing an overabundance or prolonging of one emotion from dominating your life. The summer heat can apparently make you apathetic. According to a new study in the European Journal of Social Psychology, uncomfortably hot environments make people less likely to help others in need. Researchers tested several scenarios. Workers in an uncomfortably hot store were less likely to help customers. People were less likely to take a survey to help a nonprofit when in a hot room. Some didn't even want to do the survey when told to just think about being hot. The study authors say these findings should show managers the importance of creating comfortable workspaces to increase productivity. Tonight, more proof exercise can help reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. In a study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, people who did more moderate intensity physical activity were more likely to have healthy patterns of glucose metabolism in their brains than those who did less. This applied to people with a genetic predisposition to Alzheimer's as well. Light intensity physical activity was not associated with similar benefits. The study author says it's never too late to start exercising, and the earlier you start and the longer you stick with it, the better the benefits. Coming up, a chaotic morning commute will cause 2 subway train cars to derail in New York. Plus, a new island pops up off the North Carolina coast. Why beachgoers are being warned not to swim to it. That's straight ahead.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knock in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
This Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Minute is brought to you by Sarasota Ford.
This year's Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix will feature 2 full days of racing off Lido Beach on July 1st and 2nd. Meet race teams up close during the Boats on Main downtown block party on Friday, June 30th. Don't miss the Grand Prix Fan Fest on July 1st and 2nd, where you can see race boats launch and watch the races live from under a large tent. There will be music, food, fan zones, and vendors. VIP race day viewing tickets are available at SarasotaPowerboatGrandPrix.org.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
You studied hard, went to college, and achieved your dream, but it turned into a financial nightmare. If you have federal student loans and you'd like to reduce your payments, get more time, or have your loans completely eliminated, then we have good news. With one call to Student Loan Relief Services, you can find support and guidance. We've already helped thousands of people, and we can help you too. If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans, you can qualify for payment extensions, payment reductions, or you may qualify to have your federal student loan completely forgiven. Call Student Loan Relief Services now to find out about your options. Take control of your finances and get out from under this burden. One of our student loan experts has the answers to your questions and great solutions to ease your financial burden. We're here for you. Call Student Loan Relief Services now.
Call 800-759-0203, 800-759-0203.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
A scary ride for some passengers on a New York City subway today. Dozens of passengers were packed on an 8-car subway train this morning when suddenly something went wrong. The emergency brakes automatically went on, which caused the train to buck forward and then backwards. In the process of doing that, 2 cars suddenly derailed. The cars scraped the side of a wall and heavy smoke started filling the inside of the cars. Passengers say the train was violently shaking.
There's definitely a lot of smoke going around, and we were milling around trying to figure out what to do. Some people want to get out the train, but because the doors were locked, we couldn't do that.
The derailment caused a power outage and suspended service on 4 lines. 34 people suffered minor injuries. 17 were taken to nearby hospitals, while 3 other nearby trains had to be evacuated by first responders. Transit officials are investigating now the cause of the derailment. A sheriff's deputy in Ohio finds himself in a hot pursuit following a traffic stop, but he wasn't chasing a suspect. He was chasing his cruiser, and it was all caught on dash cam. The deputy pulled over a man on Saturday, but as soon as he walked over to talk to the driver, the deputy's car starts rolling backwards, slowly at first, and then it picks up a little speed. The deputy apparently forgot to put the vehicle in park. He quickly hopped back in the car after he ran after it and was able to keep it from hitting anything, but it did go right into an intersection. No word on whether there will be any disciplinary action.
A new island has formed off of North Carolina. It is a mile long, it's about 300 yards wide, and appeared off the tip of Cape Point near the Cape Terrace Lighthouse. Officials say the current around it is as strong as a rip current, so visitors should not try to walk or swim to it. Plus, locals say sharks and large stingrays have also been spotted there. And speaking of sharks, a shark came a bit too close for comfort at a beach in Spain. Once the shark was spotted, sunbathers panicked and then headed for safe ground. But the blue shark seemed to have a hard time getting back to shallow water. Lifeguards closed the beaches, and officials from an aquarium were called to search for the shark. Later that day, they found it and captured it. I'm sure they're trying to help it get back to where it needs to go, or be rehabbed if it needs that, because this is probably not normal behavior.
You know, I was reading earlier that it did have a head injury. It looked like somebody maybe had speared it or something like that. It had a significant injury, so I think it was just in distress.
Right,
at
right.
that point.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, the Senate health care bill teetering on the edge of collapse.
What the governor of Florida is pushing Congress to do as they overhaul the health system.
If you've recently had blinds installed in your home, you may want to make sure that all of your valuable jewelry is still around. I'll explain why coming up.
Fresh out of the box, the Alfa Romeo won us over. We went in skeptical and left in awe of this gorgeous machine. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried, exploring America. Our world is at your feet.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna make it. Give me my chance, this is my chance, I'm gonna take it.
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetzy. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
If you want 24/7 access to ABC7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC7 channel on Amazon Fire TV. Your 24/7 access to ABC7. Just search ABC7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com.
It does things that seem impossible, feeling like it could change direction while airborne. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.